You went in the studio and recorded with Rob and Aube. This is actually your third release. We were just looking through the CFMU vaults and we found How to Focus, one of your previous more DIY at-home recordings. Both of you sort of winced, it seems, when I said that they had that one here. What were you going for when you went into the studio with Rob and Aube to record here?
Just a more polished sound, because we did most of the recording, all of the recording before in Rob's basement. Rob's a hack engineer type guy with his computers and whatnot, and we wanted something that was more indicative of how we play, like, because the home recording wasn't doing its justice.
The week leading up to it, we practiced every day for 2-3 hours straight, going over the song after song after song, to the point of you hated the songs. By the time recording was ready to happen. But recording took place in 2.5 days, maybe 2 days, maybe even 1.5, something ridiculous. 13 songs in 1.5 days, of which I was only around for 1 day, where for a full day we just did one song after the other. And I remember just being exhausted to the point of, I mean, this was early for me. This was our first CD, so I hadn't played drums for too long, only about a year, and I remember just being exhausted, completely drenched in sweat, and my leg absolutely killing me, because we did 13 songs, which doesn't sound like a lot, but each song was done 10 times. So maybe 10's a little excessive, but in the range of 10 takes per song. So we were just exhausted by the end. Then the next day, I think I had to work, or I was out. For some reason, I wasn't around. And Rob, Matt, and Adam did their punch-ins, and I remember Rob did back-to-back singing to the point where he didn't have a voice. And I remember hearing the song Lost. I came into the studio late the one night, and they played the song Lost, or maybe it was while recording Lost, and Rob's voice didn't even sound like his voice. It was just, he had done so many takes that it sounded completely different than anything I've heard from him before.
So you went in with that goal, and how were the results? You actually did this rather quickly.
We did do it rather quickly, and we were really pleased with the results. It is pretty much us live off the floor, which makes our shows interesting because we're live right off the floor, and you can see what we're doing.
What you see is what you get.
And
I guess what you hear is what you hear.
So we're really happy with how it came out, especially considering that it's live right off the floor. We had a couple guitar overdubs and a couple vocal overdubs, but other than that, that's us straight up on the CD.
It's an exciting thing. I got the chance to see Rob and Aube work one night on a particular track. Somebody else was doing all the production or whatever, and he just walked up and hit boom, 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 and he tried this, and suddenly it's like, whoa, totally different sound.
Unbelievable. Yeah,
he's really good.
He did a really good job with our stuff, just tweaking guitar sounds, and anything, like just little changes that made it what it is, and made it actually so much better than what we thought it would come out to be. So
without overdoing it.
Yeah, we were really pleased with how it turned out.
We're talking with Rob and Adam from Cyanide Kiss.
You guys have the CD, and you guys also, as well as the CD is called Here. That's what the album title is. And also, you guys have a DVD.
Oh yeah.
Which is very rare, actually, I must say, as far as local bands go. And I think that's a superb idea to release a DVD. So why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Well, that's the thing that we've been working on, I guess. We worked on it for quite a bit, and just came out in the last month or so. And the DVD is basically just us, kicking around while we were practicing, and basically is a docudrama of us as we produced the album. So all of the first couple shows that we did, recording in the studio. There's interviews with the band members, and there's
You guys are on.
Hey, all right.
Yeah, there's
That's
a
right.
little
From the first
AOK.
interview. Awesome.
Yeah, interview, the radio show there. So, and we pretty much, since we last talked, you know, we're putting together all the clips and all the music's original stuff by Cyanide Kiss, but all B-sides that you wouldn't find on the album for the most part, other than one song. But it all matches and is choreographed with some of the more dramatic stuff and some of the more you know, entertaining and funny stuff that we did as spoofing and practice, and the little ninja video in
Yeah,
there.
I was just
and,
gonna ask about that. Something to look forward to, that little kung fu action scene. Right?
Yeah,
I hear
oh.
it's famous. I've been hearing about it. So
The special effects will rival the Matrix, of course.
Special, yeah.
The first eternal struggle within, I think that was just, we were bored and had this idea of, figured out, oh, through editing we can speed up the taping of it. So we had this idea of, oh, well, wouldn't it be cool if you slowly did an action scene and then sped it up to look like it was in high speed. Didn't turn out at all. We thought it was going to be perfect. Look perfect. It looked like hell. But it turned out to be pretty hilarious in the end. So I think we threw a song to it. A song that was recorded in the early stages of the studio. And then that was just a funny video we had made.
And we just screw around after practice and make stuff up. The filming of Eternal Struggle Within, part 2, which I had a part in, was awesome.
Then it got into the point of recording practices, and hey, thought why not record a few shows, see how they sound, because you don't hear exactly how it sounds when you're on stage. So then a build-up of tapes and material started coming. So then once we got the idea of, well, let's make a DVD, why not?
In recording the Here DVD, I was highly disappointed that the Eternal Struggle Within Part 3 was not completed, because I'm not a part of any of those Kung Fu videos. I was a developing character in the supposed third film, which has yet to be recorded. But if we used any of the footage that we did have at the time, we don't have the location. I probably look about 4 years older now, so maybe more wrinkles, maybe less hair, I don't know. Would really be hard to piece the material together again. So I feel kind of left out of the Here DVD because I'm not in any of the Kung Fu videos. I never got to experience and revive Rob from the dead so that he could then help avenge his own death from killing Jeff in the first place. So I don't know how that would have worked out, but it would have been very neat to find out.
But I remember that it was such a unique idea, partially because I think it wasn't new technology by no means, but I hadn't heard of any indie band doing it. So I think that it got a lot of recognition. This was something different. Every band has a CD, but rarely do you get a CD with a DVD with it. So it was something different that was now out there.
To accompany the CD, but like what we're going through within a year of making a CD.
To a certain extent, regardless of anything else, regardless if you all pack it in like within a couple of weeks, you raised the bar. If you don't realize that.
Well, thank you.
You have, well, I mean, why isn't every band doing it then?
I don't know. We just like
Perhaps Ricky T will be on the next DVD.
well,
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it past it.
Of course, I will sue if there's no releases involved.
Oh, you'll get kickbacks for sure.
I don't think that's what I hope.